A very good afternoon to all the viewers on the Papare as we bring you live action here from the Havelock Park for the Dialog Schools Knockout Championship, the Chairman's Trophy Final, Lalith Athulathmudali College versus Nugawela Central College. And joining me in the comm box is Arvin. A very good afternoon to you.
A very good afternoon to you as well, Rashwan. And Lalith Athulathmudali versus Nugawela Central. That is the ticket, and is the first game today. It's the Chairman's Trophy final of the Dialog Schools Rugby Knockouts 2024. Of course, Lalith Athulathmudali College have had their run-ins with the school's rugby glory once before, and they'll be looking to extend their past glories here at the Havelock Sports Club grounds.
Indeed, Arvin, it's a hot and humid day as well here in Colombo. We had some brief showers earlier in the morning. As you see, the weather forecast for today, 33 temperature. It will be quite hot. The players will feel it out. Their minimum temperature of 26 degrees, wind speed of 13 kilometers per hour. And as of now, there is no rain threat here in Colombo. So hope the weather gods will be kind to us, Arvin.
Yep, most definitely. But suffice to say, the lads out there in the middle will be feeling it as time goes on. It's a very humid day, and it's a very hot day as well, with the sun beating down on them. Like you said, Rashwan, it's gonna be a battle of wills, not just talent. And for sure, it's gonna make for some exciting rugby, which we will be bringing to you soon enough.
Indeed, Arvin. So we will go into a commercial break and be back with the live action here from Havelock Park for this Chairman's Trophy Final in the Dialog Schools Rugby Knockouts 2024.
Get keys to your wheels and experience people-friendly vehicle leasing with Amana Bank. Enjoy the lowest monthly installment and flexible financing up to 7 years. Apply online at www.amanabank.lk or call 0117 756 756. Amana Bank. It's your bank.
Radials. The road is yours.
Scrum down at the Dubai Rugby Sevens. Feel the adrenaline rush with thrilling Sevens games, indulge in top-notch rugby entertainment and tackle a variety of sporting activities. Fly to Dubai on an exclusive Emirates Holidays package inclusive of a 3-day pass starting at 275,000 rupees only from Aiken Spence Travels. Call Aiken Spence Travels now.
NDB නියොස් තියේදී රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න. රුපියල් 50 මැල්බර්න් සේවරි පොඩ්ඩෝ එක්ක මැච් එකට සෙට් වෙන්න. Real energy for real life. Ride.
Gold hair and body wash shaker.
Enjoy the infinite possibilities of the freedom of space, inspired by the beauty of our land. Sri Lanka's finest finished, largest sized porcelain tile collection. Majestica. Lanka Tiles. Fine living redefined.
හැමදේම අතලඟ තියෙද්දි දුක් විඳින්නේ ඇයි?
Scrum down at the Dubai Rugby Sevens. Feel the adrenaline rush with thrilling Sevens games, indulge in top-notch rugby entertainment and tackle a variety of sporting activities. Fly to Dubai on an exclusive Emirates Holidays package inclusive of a 3-day pass starting at 275,000 rupees only from Aiken Spence Travels. Call Aiken Spence Travels now.
Gold hair and body wash shaker.
Hot and spicy fun vibe nigga mera karana. Beat ka remake karana tavinna. Havelock Wawala yanna give mera fashion karana. Fun turana kotumi kikki karana. Prima kotumi fun tamai.
NDB නියොස් තියෙද්දි රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න. Real energy for real life. Ride.
Surf Excel පළමු සේදුමෙන් ඉතා පහසුවෙන් තද පැල්ලම් ඉවත් කරන කම්ෆර්ට් ප්‍රීමියම් සුවඳ සමගින් දැන් රුපියල් 540කට පමණයි.
Colombo, beautiful outside and inside.
රුපියල් 50 මැල්බර්න් සේවරි පොඩ්ඩෝ එක්ක මැච් එකට සෙට් වෙන්න. නිකම් බොරුවට රිස්ක් එකක් ගන්නේ ඇයි? NDB නියොස් තියෙද්දි රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න.
Seat Car Radials. The road is yours.
It is my vision that wakes me up, not my alarm. I make mistakes, but I will never be defeated.
My biggest competitor is myself.
Vibe account from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits. Colombo, beautiful outside and inside.
වතුරත් ලීක් වෙලා ස්ලැබ් එකත් ඉවරයි. බලන්නකො දැන් සාලේ කැත. චමරි.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල් 2K waterproof දැම්මනම් වතුර කාන්දු වෙන්නෙත් නෑ. හිතටත් නිදහස්.
Swistek AquaShield 2K waterproofer. Seal කරන්න හොඳ. Real energy for real life. Ride.
Maliban lemon puff puff, lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff. Hamasitakma pipide, rasa lemon rasa ye. Jeevithayama mihirai. Maliban lemon puff puff, lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff. Chill venna lemon.
Stop! Didn't you know you can get free delivery with Uber One?
Wait, really?
Yes, you can get unlimited free delivery on eligible orders with Uber Eats. Order this, and that, even groceries. You can also get 5% back in Uber credits on rides. Priority service exclusively with our top-rated drivers. And with Uber Eats, expect your order to arrive on time, every time. With just a few taps, unlock exclusive perks and savings. Plus, enjoy your first month free. Sign up for Uber One now.
කොහෙන් හරි කමන්නේ ෆොටෝ එක තිබ්බනම් මට මේ බිත්තිය කැත වහගන්න තිබ්බා.
චෞමරි අක්කා. බිත්තියට ස්විස් ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝඩ් ගාලා ෆිනිෂ් කළා නම් ඔය ප්‍රශ්න මුකුත් නැහැ.
ස්විස් ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝඩ් ෆිනිෂ් එකට හොඳම කෙනා.
Gold hair and body wash එක.
Real energy for real life. Ride.
Get keys to your wheels and experience people-friendly vehicle leasing with Amana Bank. Enjoy the lowest monthly installment and flexible financing up to 7 years. Apply online at www.amanabank.lk.
Amana Bank. It's your bank.
Stop! Didn't you know you can get free delivery with Uber One?
Wait, really?
Yes, you can get unlimited free delivery on eligible orders with Uber Eats. Order this, and that, even groceries. You can also get 5% back in Uber credits on rides. Priority service exclusively with our top-rated drivers. And with Uber Eats, expect your order to arrive on time, every time. With just a few taps, unlock exclusive perks and savings. Plus, enjoy your first month free. Sign up for Uber One now.
පැත්තකින් වහගෙනදී තව පැත්තකින් මතුවෙනවා. මේ ටයිල් එක බෑ. දෙක තුනක් කැඩිලත් එක්ක. චමරි අක්කා.
ජීවිත කාලය පුරාම අල්ලන් ඉන්න නම් ටයිල් අල්ලන්න ඕන ස්විස් ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව්.
ස්විස් ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
Surf Excel පළමු සේදුමෙන් ඉතා පහසුවෙන් තද පැල්ලම් ඉවත් කරන කම්ෆර්ට් ප්‍රීමියම් සුවඳ සමගින් දැන් රුපියල් 540කට පමණයි.
Colombo, beautiful outside and inside.
හැමදේම අතළඟ තියෙද්දි දුක් විඳින්නේ ඇයි? රුපියල් 50 මැලිබන් සේවරි පොඩ්ඩෝ එක්ක මැච් එකට සෙට් වෙන්න.
Gold hair and body wash එක.
Stop! Didn't you know you can get free delivery with Uber One?
Wait, really?
Yes, you can get unlimited free delivery on eligible orders with Uber Eats. Order this, and that, even groceries. You can also get 5% back in Uber credits on rides. Priority service exclusively with our top-rated drivers. And with Uber Eats, expect your order to arrive on time, every time. With just a few taps, unlock exclusive perks and savings. Plus, enjoy your first month free. Sign up for Uber One now.
Very well. Welcome back to the live pictures here from Havelock Park. Both teams had their pre-game school songs being sung and pre-game casualties done and dusted as both teams will head to one final meeting between their coaches, and we have an exciting 70 minutes coming up here at Havelock Park for this Chairman's Trophy final between Lalith Athulathmudali and Nugawela Central. Hot and humid day here at Colombo. Arvin, what do you reckon will happen in this game? Indeed, when both teams will fancy their chances at some important silverware. Lalith Athulathmudali, well-known school for their rugby.
Yep, most definitely. In coming years, I'm sure that they will be posting up good fights against tougher oppositions. But as for today, this is their most important game of the season. It all comes down to this, the Chairman's Trophy. Like you said, Reshwan, extremely important silverware for filling up your cabinet and making a name for yourself in the school's rugby circuit.
It's Nugawela Central who will kick things off from right to left on your screens. Lalith Athulathmudali, coached by Dinesh De Silva, CHNFC rugby player. Plenty of experience in coaching as well for Dinesh De Silva. Well-known name in rugby fraternity in Sri Lanka.
Yep, definitely. They have some firepower behind them. Lalith Athulathmudali College, and they will be looking to receive this kick. And the referee is given the go-ahead. And it's kickoff. Collected in the deep. He goes the back line, making a few yards. Immediately, favor turning over to Nugawela Central College, making those quick yards. Do they have what it takes to open their account within the first minute of this game? Already tightly contested, using those packs, using those forwards to just make that yardage bit by bit. But that's a solid defensive back line by Lalith Athulathmudali College. Just trying to use those forwards, but not really gaining those inches. But making some headway here. Nugawela Central College working the line here. Just making sure that center gets away with the ball. But play goes on. Turning over to Lalith Athulathmudali College. Some good line work in their own 22. He's made some headway, but it's been a topsy-turvy affair. Not quite maintaining possession, but they were very much looking under pressure, Lalith Athulathmudali College, and they've turned that back around, capitalizing on that small error. And it's a call for scrummage on Nugawela Central College's 22.
Just like that, suddenly Nugawela Central have to do some defensive work. Few seconds ago, they were in their opposition 22. Probably a chance to get a first score in.
Yep, just goes to show just how closely contested this affair is going to be if the first minute is to have a say in predicting this game. Working the line here, goes for that scissor pass. This is really good stuff from that Athulathmudali back line, but he's taken down and out for the count, just inches away from that try line. Really good work from Nugawela Central to stop points from being scored, but nevertheless, that was very good stuff from Athulathmudali College. Of course, it's a line out in their own 22. Clearances. Will they be able to get away from the jaws of Lalith Athulathmudali College? That's tightly contested, but they retain possession. Just trying to get ahead, make some room for themselves. Pass it backwards. Clear it with that almighty kick. Can they do it? Just making every attempt to, but Lalith Athulathmudali's college, those players, that's what good game IQ is all about. They knew they were gonna go for that kick and just closeted him.
Just like that, they have got their first Amana Bank try. It was danger with what Nugawela Central were playing with. They were playing with fire, trying to run from their own 22. And the interception in their own half, in their own try line, you can say. Lalith Athulathmudali has gone over the whitewash.
Yep. That's game IQ for you. And that's a successful conversion attempt from Lalith Athulathmudali College. That's the number 10 from the Blue and Reds, Malinka Danuja, who was behind that conversion attempt. Really good stuff early in the day's proceedings from certainly the more experienced outfit on the field. But Nugawela Central have made it here, so they do have the mettle to go up against the best opposition that they have faced so far. Can they post up a reply?
Lalith Athulathmudali really living up to standards here. They have drawn first blood. Good up and under, but good collection from Nugawela Central.
Yeah, again, very incremental game here going on at the Havelock Sports Club grounds. Just trying to make that yardage. Number 8 breaking through. That was really good stuff from Nugawela Central. Just a long lob pass. Just trying to make purchase, gain that ground wherever possible. If they can make it to that 22-yard. But so far, all efforts being curtailed by that incredibly strong Lalith Athulathmudali backline. Just making sure no forward gets past that wall of lads, staring them down. Again, just stuck yards away from that halfway line. Desperate attempt to work the line in close quarters, but makes those yards. Just a call for penalty infringement. Possession still with Nugawela Central. It's a penalty. First opportunity for Nugawela Central to get points on the board here. And that's their number 10 with the boots, DG Karunaratna. His teammates will be hoping that he will be able to do good on his promise as the team kicker.
He's added the 3 points. Important penalty for Nugawela Central. They have opened their scoring as they get their first score in this Chairman's Trophy final. It's always important, Arvin, in a game of this caliber to get your first score and pile on the pressure on the opposition.
Most definitely, I agree with you 100%, Reshwan, because one more try on the board for them means that they go up in the lead. And like we said, ladies and gentlemen, for you viewers watching from home, from the island and beyond, this is going to be a very closely contested affair, that is for sure. Things being restarted fairly quickly by Lalith Athulathmudali College. Just a bit of back and forth Kicking going on. Kicked into touch. Doesn't clear that halfway yard. But nevertheless, it's been kicked into touch.
It was a good high-hanging deep kick, but not the best of touch finders from the Nugawela Central number 10, who just got the 3 points to his team as well.
Yep, for both teams, I would say composure is the name of the game. They need to keep their wits about them and make sure that they stick to their guns. Work in the line here. Well collected line out attempt. Just attempting a set piece. That's the number 12 making those quick yards for Lalith Athulathmudali College. Making a good bit of yardage. Just those dummy feints proving extremely useful. Number 15 tries to find his man, but doesn't quite execute that last set piece perfectly. And it's another line out, but this time Nugawela Central College have the say of things. Well, there you have it. Now the game is complete. Papare music on full blast. Again, just attempting that desperate touch finder as the Hail Mary. Doesn't quite breach that halfway mark, but good attempt nonetheless from Nugawela Central College.
We've reached the 10th minute mark, Arvin, and we already have 10 points both together, so I think we're in for quite a treat here.
Yep, most definitely, most definitely. And one more thing you definitely have to remember is that for all their mettle, these are still quite young as far as athletes go, and their mettle, their determination, their willpower and their persistence will be tested today. It's a very brutish sort of day. It's the type of day where you'd rather be in the spectator stands than out in the field. Again, just trying to work the line, but Nugawela Central is a bit too quick and doesn't really allow Lalith Athulathmudali College to have the say of things just yet. Really good defensive work at the depth from Nugawela Central College, just trying every attempt to make the yardage. Very nimble legs on those backline players from Lalith Athulathmudali College, just trying to make those clearances. Desperate offload attempt goes successful by the skin of its teeth. Again, just wing to wing action here, mostly concentrated in the middle though, just trying to make those clearances and find some purchase. Number 10 coming back for scrimmage. The referee having a word with the skipper. It's 10 yards back for Nugawela Central College, and hey presto, Lalith Athulathmudali College will be having a penalty of their own in response. Once more, an opportunity rather, to extend that very, very slim lead that they have set themselves up here with this brutish warm afternoon here at the Havelock Sports Grounds in Colombo. Composure at all times, and it's 3 more points on the board for Lalith Athulathmudali College, and the scoreline reads 10-3. Nugawela Central College slowly getting left behind, but it's still a salvageable operation here.
Indeed, Arvin, it's once again a converted try for Nugawela Central to get back into the game. They will have to work hard in these trying conditions. You can see it's hot and humid. As a good collection by Lalith Athulathmudali, trying to run from their own 22 up. So that chip kick collected cleanly. Beautiful work from the center.
Yep, this is definitely good stuff on display from Lalith Athulathmudali College. Certainly making good on the promising talent that they have put on display during this previous rugby season. Again, just possession, moving back and forth here. Nugawela Central yet again trying to make that yardage, working the line here. Just using that extremely powerful centre forward to just go up ahead. Ten yards back for Lalith Athulathmudali College. And that's the number 10 going for the touch finder. But doesn't go quite his way. Again, just high hanging kicks. That's well collected by the fullback. Just very able, nimble legs being thrown around ragdoll there. But he made some good yards. That is for sure. End of the day, Nugawela Central College will still be the happier side because they are still in possession and they have finally found a sense of rhythm and tempo, working that backyard line in extremely close quarters. Lalith Athulathmudali College not giving themselves any room. Again, possession turning over extremely quickly. Very exciting passages of play, even if there are no points to show for it as of yet. Very exciting stuff.
Both teams justifying why they are here, Arvin, in this all-important final.
You can definitely see that there is that fire, that will to go on and do great things from both sides. It's very much been a very well contested affair. The referee just having a word with that pack from Lalith Athulathmudali College. Very enthusiastic shuffle up of players. And it's put into touch. Number 8 breaks off. Very quick pistons on him. You wouldn't think a player of that size would be able to get the start he did. But once more, possession turning over. Just being found offside. Nugawela Central just a tad bit too enthusiastic. Will this be the touch finder? And it will be from Lalith Athulathmudali College. Very good stuff here. Composure on full display by the boys with the lead.
Nugawela Central currently trailing and just gifting away position won't help them. Won't help the cause as well. Lalith Athulathmudali with the line out. So very messy line out being turned over by Nugawela Central. So it's been a tipsy-turvy affair between ball possession for both the teams. As Nugawela Central will try to be patient and not do anything fancy and try to get a score in here as they win another penalty. Nugawela Central will want to kick this into touch. Earlier out, he couldn't find the touch finder. So, bit of pressure will be on the young man. But this time around, he finds a decent touch finder. Something to work with for the Nugawela Central forwards. An important line out throw coming up from the lads from the Hill Capital. They've taken the trip down to Colombo. They will feel the heat a lot more.
Most definitely. And back in action, but just sloppy from Nugawela Central. Composure is the name of the game. No matter how enthusiastic you are, you have to get those basics down. But you can't really blame these lads. It's a tight fixture. A very meaningful fixture for both sides, and mistakes are bound to happen. But that was possibly an opening for them to eat back into that Athulathmudali lead. Nevertheless, things are back in action, and Athulathmudali have the say of things. That's a very, very good kick to find that touch just past that halfway line. More than 30 yards intercepted by the touch finder. Good stuff.
Did Arvind. That was a good touch finder. I think players will take a slight breather here.
Again, you have to realize that we are still very much within the first half of proceedings. And already you can see the sun beating down has done a number on these lads. And the referee has called a bit of time for the players to recuperate. An all-important factor.
Much needed one for both sides. An opportunity for Nugawela Central as well to regroup.
Definitely. Yep, that think tank should be giving out directives for those lads. Just keep firing on all pistons. Stick to your strengths. Execute your game plan. Know what needs to be done when you're on the back foot. And stick to that plan. That's all that needs to be done for Nugawela Central to get back and have a counter strike of their own.
Nugawela Central a line out to follow to restart proceedings here at the Chairman's Trophy Final. Front line man he opted, but just couldn't get it as the Lalith Athulathmudali player who intercepted that line out was bundled into touch. So another line out coming up for Nugawela Central.
Yeah, not the most clean line out attempt we've seen this evening, but this time better execution of that intercept from Athulathmudali. They have possession. They've crossed that 50-yard line. Now it's up to them to breach that 22. Can they do it? Very able-bodied number 15 there. Looking for that number 14. The winger is successful this time. Will he be bundled out of touch? No. Keeps possession by the barest of margins. Looking to work that light once more. Again, slightly sloppier this time, but uses that centre forward to make those yards. Again, just going for those incremental hits. But Athulathmudali finally executing that strategy well. Going for those long legs, puts on the afterburner. Does he get that offload? No, he does not, but that's good game awareness. Again, that number 12 looking to breach that defensive line, goes down after misstepping. Just called back to the initial advantage. The Athulathmudali number 10 doesn't waste any time trying to figure out things. They have a plan, but nevertheless foiled by Nugawela Central. They have possession back again. They're playing with fire here. They need to throw that ball back and clear it. Here we go. More successful than their first attempt, which resulted in Athulathmudali getting their first points on the board. Certainly a good touch finder to get themselves out of trouble.
Indeed, Arvin, and I think Lalith Athulathmudali will be kicking themselves not being able to go over the whitewash. Possibly get their second Amana Bank try, but they will have to wait for that, because good defensive work coming in from the Nugawela Central boys as they kick that into touch. There's a penalty where they opted for that touch finder. Getting out of jail, well, the Nugawela boys.
Yep, deep from T country. Nugawela Central certainly not amongst the Rugby Hall of Fame, especially in the schools rugby circuit, but they have made a name for themselves this season, and they made some deep inroads into this knockouts campaign. They have shown that they have what it takes to go up against tough opposition, and so far they've shown that they have mettle to respond in terms of attempt. But so far the scoreline is still in favor of Lalith Athulathmudali College. It's another round of scrummage. Nugawela will have possession of this scrum down. Works the line immediately. Centre uses those big legs to get past that back line, just dismantles it completely. Gets to that 60-yard. Just plenty of lateral action. Not much headway found. Just trying to pick those gaps in that back line. Again, just trying not to tire out that centre too much. Number 14 trying desperately in tandem. Just a bit of a playful taunt from the lads from Lalith Athulathmudali, just having a word.
Did all the right work. Nugawela Central just couldn't get that collection right. The right wing, left wing rather. Scrum in favor of Lalith Athulathmudali. Feeds in the scrum is Charan Kumar, the halfback for Lalith Athulathmudali. Gives a good cutout pass. High up and under. Waited for that bouncing ball, which can be really tricky. And position once again with Lalith Athulathmudali.
Again, in terms of the scoreline, things have come to a standstill in this very blocky passage of the first half. Again, just a very wayward throw, not quite going their way. It's another scrum in favor of Nugawela Central. They're in their own backyard here. Can they finally execute their strategy to perfection and get those points on the board?
Opportunity once again to get out of jail, Arvin, as Nugawela Central feeds in the scrum. The number 8 breaks, gives it out to the halfback. Halfback stretching that line. Once again, good collections coming in, but bundled into touch. Nugawela Central, number 14. Just couldn't be in the field of play. Good defensive work coming in from Lalith Athulathmudali.
Yeah, so far, aside from that initial passage of play, both sides have been very evenly matched in terms of physicality, in terms of energy, in terms of their output on the field. Just finding themselves in a bit of a deadlock here. Works the line. Again, just going for that Caesar pass with the fullback, trying to make those yards. Certainly, Athulathmudali have been ambitious, just working that wing very intensely. Wing to wing action here. Number 12 going down almost immediately, going for that hit. Again, once more, just punts it across. Can that lad get to it? No. Number 14 gets possession.
Nervous times for Nugawela Central. Tried to get out of jail, but good high defense coming in from Lalith Athulathmudali. Have given them a 5-meter scrum in favor of them.
Yeah, composure-wise, Nugawela just coming undone here. But Lalith Athulathmudali have been able to give themselves breathing room to score those points. Just fighting with every fiber of every muscle of every body that they have available to them, trying to get over that whitewash. And Nugawela Central, for their part, doing their utmost. They'll kick themselves in the back for that one. Just inches away from those 5 points, and they bungle it again.
It's happened a couple of times for Lalith Athulathmudali. Just not what they want in games like this. They need to grab on to the opportunities they get, because it can hurt them in the end, as Nugawela Central.
Yeah, Nugawela Central just finding themselves in this particular situation just a few times too often now for their liking. Just stuck around that deadline, trying to go for those touch finders, desperately finding some clearance by the barest of margins. Nugawela Central are playing a very dangerous game here. They need that backline to be strong, because yes, they have foiled attempts at goal scoring, but they've also allowed themselves to get bogged down near that deadline, which is something that they cannot afford to let happen time and time again, because it's 50-50. If it goes your way, you're safe for the time being, but if it doesn't, well, the scoreline will tell you that story. A rolling maul for the first time in the latter phase of the first half of this game. Lalith Athulathmudali, the first to break away from the maul. Again, working that line. It's been a winning strategy for them. Just desperately trying to find those offload buddies. That's the number 11 that's picked the ball up, just carrying it over Number 9 tries to make some headway, inches away from that try line. Will they get over the line? But he's bundled into touch. Again, just a bit too overzealous.
Lalith Athulathmudali have knocked on the door plenty of times, but Nugawela Central have denied them. To keep the score down, deficit to just 7 points. Haven't seen much of rugby being played in Lalith Athulathmudali's half, as an opportunity once again for Nugawela Central to get out of jail.
Yeah, this has been a very busy area. Just not sure what they were thinking, but to their advantage, it has worked. That defensive backline just did not look ready, but that was a very risky gamble that Nugawela played. Could have easily gone against that way. But yet again, just not making the best yardage with that punt down towards the sideline. Just playing a game of catch-up at this point, Nugawela Central. Of course, something that those players will be looking forward to is the halftime marker, where hopefully they can recharge those batteries as quickly as they can and get back to the field with renewed vigor. So far, Nugawela Central on the back foot, just trying desperately to stop this barrage. But can this number 13 get over the line? He makes that almighty pass, but the number 8, will he be the man to breach that line that they have knocked on over and over again? Again, possession turning over at the last possible moment for Lalith Athulathmudali College. Nugawela Central just giving themselves every opportunity to give themselves room to possibly clear that ball. Very busy area of activity. That area past the 22 hasn't cleared the ball as of yet. Number 10 collects it. Again, attempting to work the line. Really good pass work by the number 7. Afterburners, time and time again. Is that Amana Bank try number 2 for Lalith Athulathmudali College? Yes, sir, it is. That's not the number 7, Senesh Mihiranga. He has put on the afterburners with those lanky legs. Cuts back inside, and it's all smiles and showboating. Well done, young man. He's broken that passage of play, that deadlock between the two schools. And Lalith Athulathmudali College will be looking at 2 more possible points.
Brilliant work coming in from the captain himself, Senesh Mihiranga, who saw his team being denied a couple of times in their opposition 22. But they have capitalized this time, taking things into his own hand as the add-ons are being added as well. Lalith Athulathmudali increasing their points tally to 17 points to 3. A 14-point buffer for Lalith Athulathmudali over Nugawela Central.
Composure-wise, Lalith Athulathmudali College have really proven themselves up to the task. That was their kicker, adding on 2 more points to extend that lead. And as 35 minutes come down on our clock, it's the same on the referee's watch as well. And halftime is called. Nugawela Central on the back foot with 3 points to their name. Lalith Athulathmudali College running riot with 15 points in their account. We will be back with you with more action from the Chairman's Trophy from the Dialog Schools Rugby Knockouts 2024 shortly after this halftime break.
Maliban savory biscuits is just what you need after a first half like that between the these two schools in this Chairman's Trophy final. And just like that, we will go into a commercial break and be back with the second half action here at Havelock Park.
Lemon puff puff, lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff. Hamasitakma pipide, rasa lemon rasa ye. Jeevithayama mihirai, Maliban lemon puff puff, lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff, children lemon.
නිකම් බොරුවට රිස්ක් එකක් ගන්නේ ඇයි? NDB නියොස් තියෙද්දි රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න.
Scrum down at the Dubai Rugby Sevens. Feel the adrenaline rush with thrilling Sevens games, indulge in top-notch rugby entertainment and tackle a variety of sporting activities. Fly to Dubai on an exclusive Emirates Holidays package inclusive of a 3-day pass starting at 275,000 rupees only from Aiken Spence Travels. Call Aiken Spence Travels now.
Colombo, beautiful outside and inside.
රුපියල් 50 මැල්බන් සේවරි පොඩ්ඩෝ එක්ක මැච් එකට සෙට් වෙන්න. NDB නියොස් තියෙද්දි රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න.
Seat Car Radials. The road is yours.
එක පැත්තකින් වාගෙනදී තව පැත්තකින් මතුවෙනවා. මේ ටයිල් එක බෑ. දෙක තුනක් කැඩිලත් එක්ක. තමරි අක්කා.
ජීවිත කාලය පුරාම අල්ලන් ඉන්න නම් ටයිල් අල්ලන්න ඕන ස්විස් ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව්.
ස්විස් ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
නිකම් බොරුවට රිස්ක් එකක් ගන්නේ ඇයි? NDB නියොස් තියෙද්දි රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න.
Surf Excel පළමු සේදුමෙන් ඉතා පහසුවෙන් තද පැල්ලම් ඉවත් කරන කම්ෆර්ට් ප්‍රීමියම් සුවඳ සමගින් දැන් රුපියල් 540කට පමණයි.
Gold hair and body wash එක.
හැමදේම අතළඟ තියෙද්දි දුක් විඳින්නේ ඇයි?
Colombo, beautiful outside and inside.
Seat Car Radials. The road is yours.
It is my vision that wakes me up, not my alarm. I make mistakes, but I will never be defeated.
My biggest competitor is myself.
5 accounts from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Seat Car Radials. The road is yours.
Train එකේ ඇල්ලගින් සෆාරියෙන් යාලේ ඇවිත් අලිවලස්සුවට තියන් සෙල්ෆි ගහමු වරෙන් මචං උතුර දකුණේ කොහේ ගියා ට්‍රිප් වන් එක ඩබල් වෙන්න කොතුමි රසට හදා නැති නැතක ෂෙයා කරන් කමුද මචං ප්‍රීමා කොතුමි ෆන් තමයි.
Stop! Didn't you know you can get free delivery with Uber One? Wait, really? Yes, you can get unlimited free delivery on eligible orders with Uber Eats. Order this, and that, even groceries. You can also get 5% back in Uber credits on rides. Priority service exclusively with our top-rated drivers. And with Uber Eats, expect your order to arrive on time, every time. With just a few taps, unlock exclusive perks and savings. Plus, enjoy your first month free. Sign up for Uber One now.
Enjoy the infinite possibilities of the freedom of space, inspired by the beauty of our land. Sri Lanka's finest finished, largest sized porcelain tile collection. Majestica. Lanka Tiles. Fine living redefined.
Get keys to your wheels and experience people-friendly vehicle leasing with Amana Bank. Enjoy the lowest monthly installment and flexible financing up to 7 years. Apply online at www.amanabank.lk.
Amana Bank. It's your bank.
රුපියල් 50 මැල්බර්න් සේවරි පොඩ්ඩෝ එක්ක මැච් එකට සෙට් වෙන්න.
Surf Excel පළමු සේදුමෙන් ඉතා පහසුවෙන් තද පැල්ලම් ඉවත් කරන කම්ෆර්ට් ප්‍රීමියම් සුවඳ සමගින් දැන් රුපියල් 540කට පමණයි.
Gold hair and body wash shaker.
නිකම් බොරුවට රිස්ක් එකක් ගන්නේ ඇයි? NDB නියොස් තියෙද්දි රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම ජිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න.
Colombo, beautiful outside and inside.
රුපියල් 50 මැල්බර්න් සේවරි පොඩ්ඩෝ එක්ක මැච් එකට සෙට් වෙන්න. Real energy for real life. Ride. NDB නියොස් තියෙද්දි රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම ජිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න.
Seat Car Radials. The road is yours.
කොහෙන් හරි කමන්නේ ෆොටෝ එක තිබ්බනම් මට මේ බිත්තිය කැත වහගන්න තිබ්බා.
චෞමරි අක්කා. බිත්තියට ස්විස් ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝඩ් ගාලා ෆිනිෂ් කළා නම් ඔය ප්‍රශ්න මුකුත් නැහැ.
Swiss Tech Skim Coat finish එකට හොඳම කෙනා.
Real energy for real life. Ride.
Gold hair.
Welcome back to the live coverage from the Papare here at Havelock Park for the Dialog Schools Rugby Knockouts 2024, the Chairman's Trophy. If you have just tuned in, it's being played between Lalith Athulathmudali College versus Nugawela Central College. In that opening 35 minutes, it was all Lalith Athulathmudali. Went into that halftime break with a healthy lead of 17 points to 3. But Nugawela Central College made Lalith Athulathmudali work hard for those 17 points as the second half will be kicked off by Lalith Athulathmudali.
Yep, most definitely. Pedigree-wise, both sides have been on equal footing, but in terms of capitalizing on those openings and opportunities and creating them, in fact, Lalith Athulathmudali have come out on top. Without question, can Nugawela Central make this half theirs? Going down almost immediately after that restart kick. Just looking to work that line. Trying to find Purchase here, there, anywhere. Just a bit too overzealous. High tackles going on. 10 yards back.
Nugawela Central will have to work hard to get back into this game. Quite the mountain to climb. 2 converted tries from getting even terms. A lot of hard work will be expected from them. Both teams will give it their all in these next 35 minutes or so. It's all to play for the Chairman's Trophy. I would say Lalith Athulathmudali have already one hand in the silverware. But it's just a moment of magic for Nugawela Central College to get back into the game.
Yep, definitely. That's a bold prediction, but not an unfounded one, Rashwan, because Lalith Athulathmudali have been in the driver's seat for the majority of today's proceedings. However, can Nugawela Central College come back? That is the question and the most pertinent one of this game moving forward. Taking their time, certainly, with this line-out attempt. Just collected well. Again, quick inroads from that defensive charge by Lalith Athulathmudali, just intercepting that line working passage almost immediately. That number 14 does well to get himself over to that 50-yard mark, but again, lots of intermittent hits going on, using those centers to good effect. Again, just being taken down almost immediately through the aerial route. Lalith Athulathmudali showing a lot more intent. Just having words with the skipper. Just those touch finders succeeding, but by the barest of margins. Need to be very, very careful here, Nugawela Central College. They can't afford to be complacent.
They have to keep hold of position if they have to get back into this game, and whenever an opportunity comes, they have to grab it. We saw Lalith Athulathmudali being denied plenty of times in that first half in their own 22. The ball was turned over. It was kudos to good defense coming in from Nugawela Central as they form that driving maul. Good work from the forwards. They will have to work hard to get past this Lalith Athulathmudali defense.
Really good stuff here, working the line almost immediately. That number 13 putting on the afterburners. Can he be caught by the scruff of the neck? Yes, he can, and he will be, but he's made some really, really good ground. And is that Amana Bank try number 1 for Nugawela Central College? It is. And that was the number 13, KS Jayanath, putting on a good show for Nugawela Central College. It's 5 points on the board for the lads from the hill country. But it's taken the wind out of his sails for sure, but it's 5 points on the board for Nugawela Central College. Can they get 2 more is the question.
Just what the doctor ordered for Nugawela Central. They had to score. They had to score first to get to at least have a sniff at this, and will be quite the 2 points if he's able to add this. He's been having a decent day with the boat. Gets the direction, gets the distance, but not the direction, as Nugawela Central will remain on 8 points. And as you see the replay of that Amana Bank try, a dashing run by the Nugawela Central number 13.
KS Jayanath is the name of that strapping young lad who put on the afterburners for Nugawela Central and got themselves back in the game. But the prescription is only half complete. They need another try, and fast. Again, restart kicks, not taking too much time. That's well collected by the forwards at Nugawela. That's a high hanging kick. Number 11 gets under it. The number 10, pardon. Again, lots of aerial action here. Number 12 gets his hands on it, but possession is still with Nugawela Central College after an extremely choppy passage of play. Scrummage being called by the referee. And in the background, schoolboys, fans and supporters lining up for the next match held at Havelock Park, which is held between two relatively bigger schools of the game. But nevertheless, this is the game to watch as of right now. Again, the number 13, Jayanath, doing his utmost to gain meters. Just going down. He was looking a bit tired, but he seems to have gone down for sure this time, just holding on to his head, crying out. It seems like dire straits for the young lad. Let's hope this isn't too serious, but for certain, play has been stopped and it will look that way for quite a while. Medic coming in as soon as he is able. He looks to be in a fair bit of trouble, just looking to sidestep. Just not sure what exactly had happened, but as soon as he goes down, just goes into the fetal position, cradling his head in his arms. The poor lad has given almost everything he has for his alma mater. He's put points on the board, but as an athlete, he won't be happy with the fact that he will quite possibly be out of commission for the remainder of the game. But for sure, as such, is necessitated for the well-being of these young athletes. That's the Nugawela Central College number 13, KS Jayanath, being lifted and carried off by stretcher. Not a sight you want to see at any level of this beautiful game.
Indeed, Arvind. Not what anyone would want to see, especially the young man after getting a score in as well. Would have been high on confidence as well. But looks like things are not looking that well for him, as he will be stretched out of the playing field. The Nugawela Central College will have to regroup and try their best to get back into this game. Like a lengthy stoppage here at the Havelock Park. If you have just tuned in, we're here at the Dialog Schools Rugby Knockouts 2024 Champs Trophy Final. As you see some highlights, the first half highlights being shown to you right now. This was the moment where Lalith Athulathmudali drew first blood in this all-important final, courtesy Tarush Netmal, who went over the whitewash from that charge down, and then it was Malinka Danuja who added the 2 points, and then later on he added the penalty to his school as well, and then it was the skipper who ran over the defense of Nugawela Central, Senesh Mihiranga, went over the whitewash at the brink of half time, and then it was jersey number 13 Jayannath, who's currently being stretched off, being put into the ambulance, so we wish that he will get well soon, and hopefully it's not a big injury, as he's being shown the blue card. Not what you like to see in a game of rugby. Player being taken off, and it looks quite serious. And not what you would like to see. But it back and probably get a restart. Had a lengthy break in it. Looks like things will be good to go, as an opportunity for Nugawela Central to get out of jail through this scrummage. Good work coming in from Nugawela Central. They have always fancied their chances to run out of their own 22, which can be really risky, but it's working out for Nugawela Central. Once again, finding good meters.
Yeah, just finding those reserves of energy can be extremely vital for Nugawela Central College. They're firmly in the back seat, but they have mounted a fight back, just punting it, gaining those vertical meters. Again, Nugawela holding on to possession by the barest of margins. They're playing with their goal scorer. Without him, without his talismanic presence, Nugawela Central College will certainly be demoralized, but they need to regroup and find themselves with the higher ground. 44 minutes and ticking, according to our Papare clock. Goes for the touch finder, right around the middle of that 50 and 22 in the Athulathmudali backyard. Good stuff from Nugawela Central, but can they capitalize on the beginnings of the opening that they have here?
Nugawela Central will not want to keep this late. Clock will be running against them, as plenty of crowd support back in the team, as a good line out by Nugawela Central.
And very quickly executed as well. Just going from wing to wing in less than 5 seconds and making those meters as well. The number 11 fumbles it. He'll be ruining that lost opportunity. He's been bundled into touch. It's a scrimmage. in Athulathmudali's favour.
Lalith Athulathmudali yet to get off the mark in this second half. Nugawela Central have done well to keep them at bay. A good scrum coming in from Lalith Athulathmudali, working that line, stretching it out.
Just a bit of complacency being shown by Nugawela Central. As a defensive line, you need to be putting the pressure on those players, just waiting for the man to come to them. You don't want to be found complacent, especially when you're on the back foot.
Yes, they will want to play some positive rugby. They need a converted try, won't be enough for Nugawela Central. They will have to get more points to put pressure on this Lalith Athulathmudali outfit, as Rupa Singh feeds in the scrum. Opts to go from the short side, try to surprise the defense of Lalith Athulathmudali, but here goes Nugawela Central.
That was good stuff from the number 2, M. Premaratna. He made sure he'd gain that leverage for Nugawela Central. Again, just going for those powerful hits, using those forwards. Just a bit of a messy breakdown there. Oh, this is good stuff. Breaks away completely against the passage of play. That's the number 11 from Athulathmudali, Nadev Tisara. Just gaining an immense amount of ground, but it's back to the initial advantage for Nugawela Central. But nevertheless, they've had their opening completely bungled out. Finds the touch, but as far as kicks go, doesn't make a huge amount of meters. And the referee calls for a new ball as the old one goes out of park premises. Bit of a deadlock here. Both schools finding themselves being able to create opportunities, but neither side have been able to capitalize on those openings that they have had. Well collected by Nugawela Central, and the halfback throws it back to that line. Again, just struggling to find those meters. Is that a knock on? Yes, it is. As a winger, you can ill afford to be making that kind of mistake. Not really firing on all pistons. Those backline players, you need to keep your head in the game, son. Scrummage in favour of Lalith Athulathmudali. Can they score more points and add to their tally? Like you said, Rashwan, they have one hand on the silverware. It's theirs for the taking, unless Nugawela Central College is able to cause an upset. But let us see. Lines being worked. Number 13 tries to go for that hit. Just an exchange of words between the two players from the side. The skipper calling his players back into commission. This is good stuff from that scrum half, keeping his players in check. The referee just making sure both sides are not losing the plot. .20 minutes to go on our clock. A lot can happen in 20 minutes, Rashwan. Nugawela Central would certainly do well to remember that fact. Just 2 more tries and they're back in business. Good set piece execution by Nugawela Central, but loses possession along the way. That Nugawela Central player just going down near that 50-yard line, but play goes on. They'll be playing with 1 less player. That will certainly be on their minds.
Indeed, Arvin, I think Nugawela Central can be happy with how they have come out in this second half. They haven't let Lalith Athulathmudali get a score in. They have managed to keep them at bay, giving themselves a chance at this game as well.
That is true, Reshwan. That is indeed true. The referee just having a word with the player to see if he is able to do battle for the remainder of this game. Just taking a moment to recuperate. Nugawela Central again just going for the touch finder. Bit further, young man. Yes, that's more like it. Gets closer to that 22-yard. And that's more what the doctor ordered for Nugawela Central. Just make that yardage. Try to create those openings for yourself. Make sure the amount of runs you have to make are as little as possible. Keep those energy reserves in check. Set yourself up for that try. Sloppy collection, but well intercepted by Lalith Athulathmudali College. They're playing a very aggressive and possession-based brand of rugby, which is always good to see. That intent is still there. 52 minutes in, they have their head in the game, which is something you always want to see as a side trying to make their name amongst the bigger titans of the school rugby circuit. This is good stuff from Lalith Athulathmudali. That's not kicked. Into touch, number 10. Their own kicker collects it. Tries to work that back line. Number 15. Goes to number 12. Intercepted by Lalith Athulathmudali College. That's Spindley. Scrum off.
Once again, losing position after winning it back is Lalith Athulathmudali. They haven't got into their groove in this second half. That previously touch find as well. Couldn't find touch, which they have been put their backs against the wall now. Nugawela Central, if they can get this line out right and threaten this line of defense, I think they can get possibly try and get over the line and put some pressure on this Lalith Athulathmudali outfit.
Lots of back and forth between these two sides. Another scrum being called. Nine more points. That's all that Nugawela Central needs to get themselves on equal footing with Athulathmudali. Can they do this? Can they do what has been asked of them? Or can Lalith Athulathmudali College grab hold of the remainder of the game and say, nope, this is our day, and that piece of silverware is ours? Putting up quite the fight here, putting on those afterburners. Winger making way before he gets bundled out of touch. That's knocked on, but he's made quite a few yards. Play on being declared as Nugawela Central mounts a fight back, punts it, but doesn't quite get the desired result. Once more, possession remains with Lalith Athulathmudali College. Just making those meters bit by bit, player by player, inch by inch. This is what you want to see in the dying moments of the game. And as the Papare music picks up, so does the tempo of the game. That's well collected. But referee calls the players back to initial advantage.
Opportunity for Lalith Athulathmudali to get their first points. They've opted to go at the posts. Can Malinka Danuja get more points under his name? He's had a successful day with the kicking tee. He's got 2 conversions successful and a penalty. A total of 7 points. So an opportunity for him to get into the double figures and give Lalith Athulathmudali a more comfortable lead as Malinka Danuja steps up. And this time around he is not successful. The kick has been wavered. So Lalith Athulathmudali will remain on 17 points. Not what Lalith Athulathmudali expected, because he showed some promise with the kicking tee. And well and surely this was in kicking range. But he just missed it by a whisker. So nevertheless an opportunity yet with Lalith Athulathmudali with this 5-meter scrum. Number 8 breakout from Lalith Athulathmudali. Dashing run from Hiruna Udayanga. Opting to go with the forwards is Lalith Athulathmudali. Face after face, 4th face in this line of play. Opting to go for the line now. Trying to make amends is the number 10. Gives it out and it's once again skipper Sanesh Mihiranga with the 3rd Amana Bank try for Lalith Athulathmudali as they increase their lead 22 points to 8. They have pounced on the mistake they did when they did not add the points. It's skipper Mihiranga who gets the all-important 3rd Amana Bank try.
Certainly he's made a name for himself for contention of the man of the match. That is for sure. Young man, take a bow. The game is well and truly slipping away from Nugawela Central. Can Malinka Danuja be successful with the boots? Doesn't quite get the distance, doesn't get the direction as correctly as he did either. But nevertheless, the scoreline stands at almost 60 minutes, 22-8. Nugawela Central College desperately needing tries on the board.
Not what Nugawela wanted, but they have a mountain to climb from here on as we enter the final 10 minutes of this Dialog Schools Rugby Knockout Championship Chairman's Trophy Final. Nugawela Central will have to work really hard to get back into the game, as Lalith Athulathmudali College have a 14-point buffer. Good collection from the restart by Lalith Athulathmudali.
Yeah, this is I think the differentiating factor between the two sides, because you can clearly see that when Lalith Athulathmudali College scored those points, their energy levels went upwards and they didn't grow complacent. Meanwhile, Nugawela Central College, after scoring those 5 points, really let themselves go without really capitalizing and gaining that advantage that they otherwise could have. But nevertheless, pontificating aside, a player has gone down from the Athulathmudali camp. Once again, we will be hoping, as lovers of the sport and as supporters of these athletes, that the blue card will not be shown. Just wild gestures being shown by the physio, but it does seem that he is good to go. Just seems to be a case of cramps for number 13, Harindu Vijayakon. Cheers for him from the bench. But the clock is on back again.
Lalith Athulathmudali boys who have turned out here at Havelock Park, making themselves felt here. Louder with their chances. Nugawela Central from that scrum, trying to break free. Good defensive work coming in from Lalith Athulathmudali, who are bossing this game, you can say. But they had to work really hard to get into this position. Once again, Nugawela Central will have to be patient. Face after face will be the name of the game for Nugawela Central. Beautiful step from the number 15, who gets it out to his wingers. And Nugawela Central just the meters away now. Advantage being played for the Nugawela Central lads. Line offside infringement quickly taken. Caught the defense napping as Nugawela Central goes over the whitewash for the second time. The second Amana Bank try for Nugawela Central. They increase their points tally to 13 points. And once again, they are having a sniff at it. Look at that great presence of the game from the halfback. Caught that defense napping and went over the whitewash.
Still very much a mountain to climb for Nugawela Central College, but this is what you want to see from a side. You want to see that they are not down and out for the count. That's DG Karunaratne once again with the boots. Yep, 2 more points on the board. Thanks to that young man. He is certainly been an important player for the Nugawela Central College cause. But Lalith Athulathmudali will not allow themselves to be complacent. And here goes the restart kick. Well collected. Alas, that's knocked on.
Not what you want when you get a score in, and when you try to launch a comeback, those collections have to stick. They have put this Lalith Athulathmudali outfit in some pressure.
Most definitely, Reshwan. I couldn't agree with you more. In terms of composure and grit, the boys from the maritime provinces have proven themselves more than up to the task, while those from the hill country, well, certainly they've been found wanting. But who do you think is in contention for man of the match?
I think it should be the skipper. He has taken the responsibility from the skipper from Lalith Athulathmudali. He's taken the bulk of the responsibility. Went over the whitewash a couple of times. He's led his team well in this all-important final, and that's what you want a captain to do in important games like this, in crunch games, when a lot is at stake. You want your skipper, your senior men to step up, and well and surely he has done it.
Yep, he's definitely put his hand up. Sanesh Mihiranga, the number 7, the talismanic skipper for Lalith Athulathmudali College. But they've taken a small drinks break while those players recover. And play is back on, and Nugawela Central College waste absolutely no time putting on those afterburners. He makes a ton of yardage, but doesn't quite capitalize on it. Nevertheless, they've certainly not been down and out for the count, even in the dying minutes of the game. With a mountain to climb, they're looking for those openings. They're looking for those gaps that they can exploit. This is good stuff, to be sure, from Nugawela Central College.
This game has gone through a lot of emotions. We saw Lalith Athulathmudali with a comfortable lead, but suddenly Nugawela Central just one converted try away from Lalith Athulathmudali. Once again winning a penalty. The bench well and surely backing them, taken quickly. You normally don't see that in a 15th game of rugby, but a good run. The distribution not so good, but still they managed to keep hold of possession as Nugawela Central now inches away. Up to go with the forwards is the lads from the Hill Capital. The referee will have a word with the assistant. Coming back to that initial knock forward by Nugawela Central. So it will be a scrum in favor of Lalith Athulathmudali. An opportunity for them to get out of jail. Hasn't been the best of the second halves for Lalith Athulathmudali. Even though they are in the lead, they've managed just the 5 points in it.
Accurate assessment there, Reshwan. Lalith Athulathmudali have certainly been complacent, but nevertheless, they have been able to afford that degree of complacency thanks to the work they put in during that first half. It has been Nugawela Central's half for sure, but is it too little too late for the Claret Blues? Again, these players going down at a commensurate rate. Not what you want to see. This day has certainly taken its toll on the players on the ground. It's been a very, very difficult day to get through.
quite hot and humid. The sun beating down here at Havelock Park. Nugawela Central boys will be not so familiar for these kind of weather conditions. Probably practicing more comforting conditions as an opportunity for Charan Kumar to feed in this scrum and try and put some pressure on this Nugawela Central lads who have been on top in the second half.
Makes you wonder, doesn't it, Reshwan, what they could have done had they stuck to their plans in the first half as well. But they found their footing in the second half. But certainly it seems like both hands on silverware will be belonging to Lalith Athulathmudali College.
Mistake after mistake. Lalith Athulathmudali, are they throwing this away? An opportunity now. Just meters away from the 22 is Nugawela Central, who probably will want to put this into touch. The smart thing will be that, and they have opted for that.
Certainly Nugawela Central College have proven themselves to be fighters, because you have to remember, even though the time on the clock may not work in favor of Nugawela Central College, all they need to do is get that one single successful try and conversion combo to bridge the gap between themselves and the opposition. Lalith Athulathmudali, the lads from this esteemed institution, cannot afford to get complacent here. Going for that rolling maul, making headway bit by bit, just making sure they get themselves towards that whitewash. This is a test of wills, a test of who wants it more, a test of whether these lads are willing to put everything on the line, even in the dying moments of this game. Called in back to the initial advantage, making quite a bit of meters there. Once more being called back. A bit too overzealous there. These players just forming a very compact defensive line, making sure that those forwards will not be able to get any breaches. Maybe working the line would prove a better strategy, but of course it's not the commentator.
And just like that, it's Nugawela Central who have come away with an Amana Bank try to absolutely brilliant work from the forwards. They have done the job. They have got that all-important try. But the kick coming up now will be important. Can Nugawela Central add the 2 points?
This is seriously good stuff in the depth from Nugawela Central College. Just showing themselves, their fans, their supporters, their schoolmates and their opposition why they deserve to be in this final. Just absolute fight. From here on out, it was always going to be a battle of wills when it came down to those last few minutes.
An important kick from the tee for Karuna Ratna, if I'm not mistaken. If the points are to be added, it will be equal terms. And absolutely brilliant stuff from the Nugawela Central place kicker. At the brink of full time, they have managed to equal things in the most of unexpected ways. A try Amana Bank try, which helped Nugawela Central to get this 22 points. And at the end of 70 minutes, it's a 22 all between Lalith Athulathmudali and Nugawela Central here at the Dialog Schools Rugby Knockouts Championship Chairman's Trophy Final. What a comeback from Nugawela Central, Arvin.
Indeed, Reshwan, just when we ourselves were complacent and accepting of a Lalith Athulathmudali victory, Nugawela Central College put their hand up and said, "Not me, sirs, not us, and not today. Do not discount us, do not underestimate us. We will come back with a vengeance," and come back with a vengeance they did. Talk about coming back from behind to grab the game with both hands on the scruff of the neck.
What a game, Arvin, we had. It's been a brilliant, spirited comeback from Nugawela Central. They, even though if they go down in this tie, they can be really proud of themselves to get back into this game. Remember, in that halftime break, they were 14 points behind Lalith Athulathmudali, and at the 70th minute mark, they managed to equal things here at Havelock Park.
Yeah, most definitely. And as much as we will sing the praises of the team that came in from behind, a discussion, a conversation also needs to be had about Lalith Athulathmudali certainly giving the game away to Nugawela Central College in those dying moments. As a team with the lead, you cannot afford to get complacent. Just goes to show the dearth of experience in these high level crunch games. But nevertheless, 10 more minutes of exciting rugby for the Chairman's Trophy of the Dialog Schools Rugby Knockouts 2024. The grand finale between Nugawela Central College and Lalith Athulathmudali College is not over yet.
What a way, Arvin, to kick things off here at the Havelock Park. Later on, we have that Premier Trophy final between Mahanama College and Another College, expecting to be quite the mouth-watering clash on that side as well. And what a way to kick things off in this final games of this Dialog Schools Rugby Knockouts 2024. And these two teams haven't disappointed.
Yep, most definitely. Just making a brilliant case for themselves, both institutions. They've been very good indeed. Grit, resilience, the ability to stick to your plans and execute well, even in the face of pressure. That is what these two schools have shown. These two sides have shown. And they've done their alma mater proud, whichever result comes out at the end of day's play.
Indeed, Arvin. And mind you, it will be a 10 minutes per half in this extra time. And the team who scores first will walk away with the Chairman's Trophy Championship. So all to play for. It's crunch time as Lalith Athulathmudali will kick things off in this extra time at Havelock Park. A final which it had it all. It had a moment where Lalith Athulathmudali was running freely, comfortably, but then it was a comeback by Nugawela Central to remember. It's crunch time as the referee gives the word go as Lalith Athulathmudali kick things off.
Nugawela Central just fumbling things. You have to remember, lads, you worked so hard for this. You cannot let this opportunity slip you by. You have 20 minutes that were not afforded to you at the beginning of day's play. You have fought for these 20 minutes. You cannot afford to not capitalize on this time that has been a godsend to you. Again, just cutting back in, making the yardage very difficult to put a forward down once he's got that momentum going.
An opportunity to go at the post, but a bit out of reach as Lalith Athulathmudali opt to go for touch. Who will hold their nerve here? We have seen 70 minutes of rugby, Arvin. What do you reckon happening in these next 10 minutes or so?
Honestly, Reshwan, I couldn't tell you because at the beginning of day's play, I would have said Lalith Athulathmudali College, with their pedigree and their history as relative big dogs in the school rugby circuit, would get themselves over the line. But nevertheless, Nugawela Central College have certainly made a case for themselves, and it's anyone's call whose match it will be at the end of day's play.
A spirited comeback to remember. Plenty of learnings for all teams around the country. How these Nugawela Central boys never gave up, never lost hope, because they knew if they could have a sniff at it, they can challenge this Lalith Athulathmudali lads. Well worked line out as they've worked that line, but slight fumble, but nevertheless position being secured by Lalith Athulathmudali.
Certainly, this is where you need to hold your nerves. Again, just taking that punt very well. The number 7 gets to it, but that's gone past the deadline. Missed opportunity for Lalith Athulathmudali College.
Lalith Athulathmudali will absolutely be kicking themselves in that first half. They had plenty of opportunities to go over the whitewash, Arvin, but kudos to good defense as well. But when you get opportunities like that, you expect at least one of those opportunities to be taken, but nevertheless, Nugawela Central have really put this Lalith Athulathmudali boys in shock.
Yep, most definitely. And you can see it in their faces as well. Past that 60-minute mark, you would have thought, all right, lads, this is it. This is our game. You would have been thinking about the scenes on the team bus back home. But no, you need to hold your nerve until that last second when the referee's whistle blows in your favor. Unfortunately, Lalith Athulathmudali College were not able to do that. But at the end of the day, it's more rugby action for us. And what a treat this has become. 22-22. Who will get over the line first?
Lalith Athulathmudali in the Nugawela Central 22 will fancy their chances to go over the whitewash and put this game into bed, but they will have to work hard. They will have to work really hard to get past this defense of Nugawela Central. Not the best of passers, waited for that ball to bounce, but the referee going back to that initial penalty infringement of line offside. A penalty in favor of Lalith Athulathmudali. Message coming in from the think tank to go for a scrummage. We have a big game coming your way later on as well, just after this game. Game between Anand College and Mahanama College for the Premier Trophy in this Dialog Schools Knockout Championship 2024. But till then, it's this game. It's been crunch time as Lalith Athulathmudali, number 8, breaks out. Hirna Udayanga, he's been doing good work, but once again, Lalith Athulathmudali gifting away position, taken quickly by Nugawela Central, quite ambitious, kicking this into space. Who will get to there first? Replacement number 23, Lalith Athulathmudali.
Yeah, this was a good call, blooding those new players. They have plenty of energy left in that tank, and energy is the name of the game when it comes to this depleted extra time segment of this exciting fixture. The referee has called on the sides to switch teams. I think as halftime commences.
It's like it's a 5-minute half, not a 10-minute one, so players will have a slight breather. It will be Nugawela Central to kick things off in the second half of extra time. And I wonder, Arwin, if this game, if the extra time as well ends at 22 points all, probably will go for a penalty kicks at the posts.
Yep, by the look of things, certainly that seems to be the direction in which this game is headed in. Just punted far across. That's well collected by the fullbacks in the deep. Offloaded on his knees. Just you can see the fatigue settling in for these players. Nugawela Central just trying their level best to hold on to this level playing field that they've set themselves up with. But any point scored now will decide the game. This is when you need to put your afterburners on. This is when you need to reach and dig deep and look for that extra pocket of energy and put it all on the line, because this is it, folks. This is as big as it will get for these young lads.
Beautifully worked attack here from Lalith Athulathmudali.
Some good defensive work by Nugawela Central College as well, but certainly a harsh call by the referee. Loses possession in the 22 once again. Lalith Athulathmudali College, unfortunate, but unbowed, unbent, unbroken. Whose game will it be? 7 minutes on the clock, 3 minutes to go. It's anyone's game. What a fixture this is turning out to be, ladies and gentlemen.
Just what the neutrals wanted, a game of this caliber. Absolute fire, absolute end-to-end rugby between the two sides. Nugawela Central with possibly the first chance of attack in this extra time. Heading the final few minutes of extra time as well. Penalty in favor of Nugawela Central, taken quickly. The man who put this game into this situation with the kicking tee, but the passes beats everyone as it will go into touch in favor of Lalith Athulathmudali. fans gathering for the next game between Ananda College and Mahanama College. They won't be disappointed in what they are seeing right now. Seeing quite the thriller here at the Havelock Park.
Most definitely, Rashwan. And again, just a routine scissor pass, but going alright. Good interception work, attempts. Number 15 offloads it well, just looking for that man. Number 23 sidesteps. Will this be the winning Amana Bank try for Lalith Athulathmudali College? Yes, it is. And it's the super sub coming in from the bench. What a game for that young man. That's Hiruka Ranvidu winning the game for Lalith Athulathmudali College. That's the game for you, ladies and gentlemen. The scoreboard stands as a portender of the thrilling encounter we had here at Havelock Park. 27-22. Nugawela Central College. What a heartbreaking defeat for those lads, but well fought. Well fought. And well fought to both sides. Nevertheless,
what a game, Arvin. What a finish. A brilliant, a fitting end to this Chairman's Trophy final. As you see, the full-time score confirmation. 27 points to 22. Congratulations goes out to Lalith Athulathmudali, but Nugawela Central College can keep their head held up high. They have given it their all. They took this game into extra time in a very, very fitting way, in a comeback to remember for a very long time.
Most definitely. And scenes of victory, jubilation, as Lalith Athulathmudali College walks away the happier side from the Premier Trophy final. Apologies, of the Chairman's Trophy final between the Dialog Schools Rugby Knockouts 2024.
And after a thriller like that, all you need is a Maliban Lemon Puff. A game in that caliber, I think every one of us here at the Combox as well, Arvin, can enjoy a Maliban Lemon Puff. Chill when a lemon is what is needed at this moment. What a game we had. A thrilling end to this Chairman's Trophy final. When Lalith Athulathmudali edged over Nugawela Central in extra time. You can call it quite the thriller here at Havelock Park. Plenty of crowd storming the field after that fourth and important Amana Bank try from that youngster Hiruka Ranvidu, who will remember that try for a very long time. As you see the key stats of the game, 4 tries for Lalith Athulathmudali, which makes the difference. 2 converted tries, 1 penalty to make up their 27, and 3 tries for Nugawela Central, 2 converted ones, and 1 penalty makes the 22 for them. And your player of the game, you can well and surely be really proud of yourself, is Sanesh Mihranga from Lalith Athulathmudali. The captain steps up for his team when it really needed. Brilliant game of rugby we had here at the Havelock Park for this Chairman's Trophy final between Lalith Athulathmudali and Nugawela Central. So it's goodbye from us here from the Combox, but we will come back with you from the Premier Trophy final between Mahanama College and Ananda College in a few moments. Till then, it's goodbye from here at the Havelock Park.
lemon puff puff lemon puff Malibu lemon puff හැමසිතක්ම පිපිදේ රස lemon රසයේ ජීවිතයම මිහිරයි Malibu lemon puff puff lemon puff Malibu lemon puff Malibu lemon puff chill when lemon
නිකම් බොරුවට රිස්ක් එකක් ගන්නේ ඇයි? NDB නියොස් තියෙද්දි රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න.
Seat Car Radials. The road is yours.
Scrum down at the Dubai Rugby Sevens. Feel the adrenaline rush with thrilling Sevens games, indulge in top-notch rugby entertainment and tackle a variety of sporting activities. Fly to Dubai on an exclusive Emirates Holidays package inclusive of a 3-day pass starting at 275,000 rupees only from Aiken Spence Travels. Call Aiken Spence Travels now.
It is my vision that wakes me up, not my alarm. I make mistakes, but I will never be defeated.
My biggest competitor is myself.
5 accounts from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Colombo, beautiful outside and inside.
වතුරත් ලීක් වෙලා ස්ලැබ් එකත් ඉවරයි. බලන්නකො දැන් සාලේ කැත. චමරි.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල්ඩ් 2K waterproof දැම්මනම් වතුර කාන්දු වෙන්නෙත් නෑ. හිතටත් නිදහස්.
Swisstek Aquashield 2K waterproofer සීල් කරන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
Real energy for real life. Ride.
Scrum down at the Dubai Rugby Sevens. Feel the adrenaline rush with thrilling Sevens games, indulge in top-notch rugby entertainment and tackle a variety of sporting activities. Fly to Dubai on an exclusive Emirates Holidays package inclusive of a 3-day pass starting at 275,000 rupees only from Aiken Spence Travels. Call Aiken Spence Travels now.
රුපියල් 50 මැලිබන් සේවරි පොඩ්ඩෝ එක්ක මැච් එකට සෙට් වෙන්න.
Get keys to your wheels and experience people-friendly vehicle leasing with Amana Bank. Enjoy the lowest monthly installment and flexible financing up to 7 years. Apply online at www.amanabank.lk or call 0117 756 756. Amana Bank. It's your bank.
Seat Car Radials. The road is yours.
NDB නියොස් තියෙද්දි රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න. Real energy for real life. Ride.
Gold hair and body wash shaker.